Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
First and goal for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense off to a great start.
But you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Opening play of the drive. He looks right for a completion. And it works. The 1st down to the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Good route running by that receiver on the corner. Was able to make a sharp break and run toward that open hole in the defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. The Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo. Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He'll hand it off. Some hard running there through a tackle. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
They're going to run it here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
We'll call for the fair catch here. State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on it, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Hits the running back in the flat. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Jones. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. They're going to run it. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
Lets it go quickly. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Tigers. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they've got the returner corralled. Penn State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
You start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Gets made on the out route. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks get more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. This try is no good. And off the miss, it's still a 21-point margin. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. First down here for this offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And now the try here for the extra point. Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
35, Penn State, 13.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got it.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. The pass is intercepted. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now here comes the point after attempt.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
This is a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. The ball is caught. And they're able to get him down.
What's another huge game for this guy? And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on 3rd down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the 1st down.
2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
And that run produces a decent gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught.
Well, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The offense going with the hurry up. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. LSU is now operating in the red zone. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Tight end goes in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for 6. Touchdown, LSU. This offense really clicking. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Bringing pressure. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
The quarterback here puts too much air under the football, and the defensive back is able to go up and make a nice play on the interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Caught. Completion. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give the receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. And he'll set up to throw. catch hauled in here over the middle. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Finally tackled out at the 19, and just like that, the offense is moving to the red zone.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they've made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw it again. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second and goal for the offense. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe holding the 3 points.
After missing the field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on third down to even get into field goal range. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown continues. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson, that's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Man, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
It's an out route. The catch made. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Fresh center downs for the offense after that first down completion.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Brought down at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And it's no good. You missed it. And it's still a huge deficit. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. No huddle here for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's running out of time here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Bayou.